I played 100 Days of Fields of Mistria, a brand new farming sim game that has just released in early access. This farming sim game promises to be a magical experience full of farming, very unique ranching opportunities where you can actually breed tons of crazy color combinations for animals, and most importantly, I think, very hot NPCs. Like I said, I played 100 Days of Fields of Mistria in hopes to find out if this is the next big farming sim game or if this is just more of the same. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Payton. It is nice to meet you. It is nice to see you, and welcome to the corner. Fields of Mistria has been one of my most highly anticipated cozy games for a very long time now. So it's pretty safe to say I had some big expectations going into this playthrough. In case you haven't seen my 100-day videos before, I've made a few of them. I usually go in with some different goals in mind. Because this game was in early access and I didn't actually check what was a part of the early access build before I started playing, I didn't go in with too many goals, but mainly my goals going into this video were play 100 days, actually make it through, try to romance all of the NPCs of my choosing, attempt to find a pink strawberry cow or strawberry animal, actually decorate my farm a little bit, and try to achieve whatever the main story quests that exist in early access are. Before we get into the 100 days and then my thoughts at the end, please be sure to click the lovely little like button as well as subscribe for more cozy, chaotic content. And if you want to see me play cozy games live, maybe even including Fields of Mistria, be sure to check out my lives right here on YouTube as well as over on Twitch as I live stream multiple times a week and we will be playing this one soon. I also do just want to acknowledge that this game was very kindly gifted to me by the Fields of Mistria team, but this video is not sponsored. You're getting a very authentic look at what early access in Fields of Mistria is going to look like, and then at the end of the video, I'll wrap up my thoughts. Okay, without further ado, here is 100 Days of Fields of Mistria. And here we are in Fields of Mistria, and we're immediately introduced to boyfriend candidate number 1, Island, the pink-haired hottie who runs the town alongside his sister Adeline, and they're like, oh my god, no, there's been an earthquake, someone needs to fix the town. Who will it be? Me. Pay of Sloth Stables with a beret and some go-go boots. Immediately, the plot thickens because another hottie introduces themselves to me. This is Baylor. He's the mysterious merchant, and he's like, you're new here, sweetie? Let me take you home. I got you covered. And here we are. They show me how to play the game, and this is my house, and now we can officially start. Okay, this is starting now. Okay, it's the real day one. Here we are in Fields of Mistria, and oh my god, how am I going to be the hottest girl in town when Celine is here? Here she is. She's a gardener. She's teaching me how to farm. And then, oh my god, this is my boyfriend. Yeah, that's Hayden. He runs the other farm. He's a ranch guy. He's hot, teaching me how to farm. La la la, learning how to farm. And then Baylor, the guy from before. I went and checked out his prices. Like I said, he's the merchant. He's too expensive for me now. And then Adeline is telling me how to play the game. Pretty much everything is all about raising the town level and doing quests. So first things first, I need to meet everyone in town. So we meet Holt and Nora, who run the general store. Raina, who is adorable, and she's a chef at the inn. She teaches me about cooking, which I can't do yet, but I will do later. Her mom, Josephine. Her daughter, Maple. Dell is Celine's sister. Luke likes bugs. And then Hemlock is his dad. His hot dad, who is very much taken, but let's just look at him for a second. Then you can't tell me Rias is not Jordan Fisher in Hadestown. Maybe that's just my little theater girl heart screaming. Love him. Hottie. Boyfriend. Then March. These are hot blacksmith brothers. This one's edgy and he hates me. He's fine and hot, but the real sin of the game here is Ulrich. Ulrich is probably one of the hottest characters, and he is, for some reason, non-romanceable. Then we have Valen, who's the doctor, and Juniper is literally a hex girl from the Scooby-Doo movies. She is so hot, she runs the bathhouse with her dog Dozy. Landon is Rias' uncle. Elsie is the pink-haired hottie's aunt, so she also is like in charge of the town, but she also likes to gossip. Then I'm running around foraging, trying to learn the map, and I also meet Terithia, who is the fishing person. I find the museum, which feels like it's going to be important for later, and oh my goodness, that was a lot for the first day. Hope I remember it all. Day 2, and everybody has birthdays in the game, and I'll remember them some of the time. But in case you haven't already caught on, my main focus right now is boyfriend status. Is this the Bachelorette, or is this Love Island? Get it? Because Island is one of my boyfriend candidates. He came over, he found a shrine of a dragon. Cool. Then I got a note telling me to come to the museum, but I got things to do before I go to the museum. I want to gift people things. So I gave Celine a gift, I gave Adeline a gift, and we're doing good. Then I'm taking a look at the quest board, and I have one from Ulrich. And then I met Errol, who is the only NPC I forgot to meet yesterday. Sorry, buddy. And for meeting everybody, I got a reward from Adeline. I got some potatoes. You'll see them later. Also, Ulrich. Why can't I date him? I can tell him he's ripped, but I can't date him. For what? He is pretty much hyping up his younger brother. He's like, my little brother's good, though, like, give him a chance. Boo. Hate that. Okay, anyway, I go to the museum. You can donate things. Like any farming game ever, wow, you can donate your crops and fish and bugs, and you get rewards for doing it. So you should potentially do that. Okay, cool. After a long day, I think I'm going to get a peaceful night's sleep, and then I'm introduced to not another boyfriend, a dragon. That's not my thing. I'm not into that. But this dragon is like, oh my god, there's magic in Mistria. If you do things, you'll get magic essence and you can redeem them for skill upgrades. Cool. Cool. And then, oh my god, I'm already so good at the game because I leveled up a bunch. I am the first town rank, which is town rank wood, but I found so many forageable items and I donated all of the new ones to the museum and I went up a bunch of levels and I'm going to be rewarded for that. But first, watering my crops, and then I checked out the skill point thing. I can't do anything with that yet, but later. Cool. Then I got rewards. I got money and cosmetic items. And then I'm immediately met with my first big story quest, which is to repair this bridge. So I go home to start getting items so I can repair the bridge. After I run out of energy, I'm exploring the town, and I really like Island. He's not my usual type I go for in these kind of games. He's really smart. He's the archaeologist, so he's really interested in all of the artifacts. I gift him and a lot of the other NPCs pretty much all of the time in the game, but I won't always show you that because I fail at guessing what they like most of the time. Also, I'm saving items, but also still selling items, trying to find the balance of what I need to keep and what I need to sell. Day 4, and it's Rias's birthday, but before we can celebrate, we need to fix that bridge. So I got materials so that we could fix the bridge. And then also, I did a bulletin board request for Raina. She wanted blueberries, and she taught me how to make blueberry jam. I also learned that the inn is a dangerous place for me. I'm going to spend all my money here trying to buy people presents. Then, we're fixing the bridge. Rias is the carpenter, so he, takes the charge here. And I gave him red wine for his birthday. I don't know why I picked red wine. I think I was still thinking Hadestown. He didn't like it, but he didn't love it. But he didn't hate it. So it was an okay gift. Also, there's a beach. Maybe at some point I should get a fishing rod, but not today. Day 5, and I level up to level 5. I'm also told there's gonna be a party at the end, but first, it's a turnip party because my turnips are ready. Also, it is a skill tree party because I can get skills for my farming. Yay. Then donating things to the museum, and then, oh my god, Hayden! Hayden is going into the game, he was the one who was the obvious boyfriend choice to me. He's so hot and I really love him, but I do really want to give everybody a chance. Okay, but first, fishing. Bought myself a fishing rod, and then I found some forageables, and I got rewarded for things at the museum, and I'm struggling with how small my bag is, but it's cool. I'm getting hats, and then I'm doing quests. Specifically, I turned in this flower that Juniper wanted, which brought on this cutscene where pretty much she poisoned me. She poisoned me, and then she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry that I poisoned you. Now you can have a bunch of free bats at my place, which is nice because the bats restore your stamina. Also, I went fishing. I like the fishing. It's kind of like Animal Crossing, but also you can go diving, which is fun. And then I also learned how to catch bugs too. And then it's Friday night at the inn, which is really fun. I walked into this set of boyfriends, Rias and Hayden, playing cards, poker. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to be a part of your gambling, so I'm going to go cook instead. So I went cooking. Also, March, when he's drunk, is actually really nice to me, and I'm kind of into it. Also, my little nerdy boyfriend, Island, and Baylor like to play their version of Dungeons and Dragons. It's really cool. All of the characters make up different characters and it's very interactive. I also learned that you can get a free bowl of soup at the end and it will raise your stamina. And I'm learning lots of little tips and tricks and secrets in the game. Day 6, and I level up to level 7, not 6. 2 levels because I'm that good. Also, it's the Saturday market and everybody is obsessed with me. Juniper gave me a crystal ball that lets me see the weather for the next day in game, which is fun. And then look, new NPCs for market day. We got Darcy, who serves sweet treats, Vera, who gives you new hairstyles, even though I already have beautiful Dyson Airwrap curls that I'm not going to change, Mary with the furniture, and Lewis with the fashion. Then Adeline wants me to work on the food rations and try to ship 10 different crops. So I buy some seeds and I plant them in an atrocious pattern. Whatever, I'll fix it later. Then I am called upon by my boyfriend, Island, who tells me he really wants me to start investigating the mines. But Errol's like, nah, don't do that. Raise the town rank instead first, and then we could talk mines. So I'm fishing, and then I'm doing quests, and then my game crashed, which was really upsetting. So I redid the entire day up until the exact same point, and I went to bed making sure to save more often from now on. Day 7, and I'm continuously leveling up in the game, and we've got some rain, which is great because I don't have to water my crops, and I also figured because I've played farming sims before, there were probably rain-exclusive fish, and there were. And then I went to say hi to boyfriend Rias, and I checked out his carpenter shop for the first time, and I have in my mind that I want to make a coop or a barn some point soon because I know the ranching in this game is pretty special. But for now, I'm catching soy sauce, and then I ran out of energy, so I decided to take Dozy and Juniper up on those free baths, took my bath, and then I decided I wanted to plant some strawberries, and then I decided to continue fishing more chests instead of fish. Day 8, and we have potatoes, and I am succeeding in taking farming seriously and taking the museum very seriously, as well as gift giving, and I found something that Rias liked, which is great. At least one of my boyfriends is starting to like me. Also, I finally have a use for Baylor's wagon. He sells lots of items that you may have trouble finding. So I bought something I needed, and then I did a quest for boyfriend Island, who taught me how to make berries and cream, because I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Then I'm turning in quests, and then I'm trying to get Baylor to like me. It's not going well, but you know, it's okay. Then I'm doing some fishing and cleaning up my farm before calling it a day. Day 9, and we've reached level 10, so we're no longer rank wood, we are now rank stone. And to celebrate, I got some copper ingots, and I also got to increase my stamina, which was so great. And because I'm so amazing, I now can go to the mine. And Island is low-key starting to be my favorite, but maybe just because he's the one I'm interacting with the most, but he believes in me, and he's like, wow, look, there's a dragon statue here too, what could it mean? But I know what it means because I'm smarter than all the NPCs. It means there are mine and combat skill trees, and here I am exploring the mine, which is pretty much the same as most mines in farming sims, but there are some fun monsters in here, like that lantern one and a mushroom one. The mine saves every 5 levels, so I got down to level 5, donated a bunch of new materials I found in the mine, took a bath, and then used all of my stamina to clean up around my farm. Day 10, and I hit level 11. Also, it's the one that got away's birthday. It's Ulrich's birthday, but first, it's turnip time. Wasn't sure what to get him, so I decided to buy him a chocolate bar because I like chocolate bars. And he was neutral about it. He was just happy to get a gift. So I moved on to my actual boyfriend candidate, Rias, who was so excited I gave him some wood that he told me how to craft. So I got to take a cute little look at all of the beautiful decor I could make, but for now we kept it simple and we made some wooden fencing. Also, it's important to note that I only have this one chest. I can't make another chest, and I didn't realize I could buy another chest, so I'm struggling with my inventory. Then I turned in a quest for March, who then taught me all about blacksmithing. He hates me, which is normally like the trope that I like, but we haven't gotten very far yet. I did give him a gift that he liked though, so we're on our way, and then I tried to catch that big fish and I missed, so I went to catch some bugs instead. Day 11, and I level up to 12, and I'm given a cute little stone bench for leveling up. You'll see that later. But first, it's raining, so I'm fishing, and I even caught a school of fish. And because I've been doing so much fishing and therefore selling so much fish, I have money. So it's finally coop time. I found a place to put it and I thought it was ready, but it's not. You actually have to get materials. It's not just about spending your money. So I decided to spend the entire day getting resources. There's that cute little bench that I got. I thought it looked really nice next to the coop. And I'm hitting trees and hitting stones until finally I have all the materials. Now, if you're new to my channel, whenever I can name animals or anything in a game, I like to come up with a name theme. And inspired by one of my moderators, Nikki, I decided to name all of my animals in the game after types of tea. So this is the chai coop. And then I went to bed. Day 12, and it's Friday night once again, and I have so many things to harvest, notably strawberries, and it's time for Hayden content. We've been seeing a lot of Island because he kind of runs the main quests, but now it's time to be a rancher, and that's Hayden's thing. I can't afford a chicken yet, but I did stop in to meet Henrietta, aka Hayden's pride and joy in this life. His whole personality is so adorable. He's kind of like no think energy other than he just loves his animals. So got to hang out with him, and then I went to the mines. Sadly, I only got to level 9 before I ran out of energy, but I still got lots of things to donate. Also, checking in, Baylor still exists. Don't worry, I didn't forget about him. He's very mysterious. We haven't gotten very far in a relationship, but I have gotten very far in doing quests. So I did all of my food ration things, so then I got seeds, and now that it's Friday night, I get to creep in on the Dungeons and Dragons again. And I really like this because not only am I getting to interact with the NPCs that have their own backstories and a lot to say, but it's really cool to see them interact with each other. It's really tough for me to decide which NPC is my favorite so far. Obviously, I have the ones I think are the hottest, Hayden, but I really like getting to know them more and more. Day 13, and I level up to 13. It's also market day once again. I am planting new seeds, and then I have enough money to buy a chicken. I agonized over this decision for so long because I know in this game, the ranching, you can combine the different animals and get super fun combinations. So I bought a spotted chicken and I named them English breakfast because of the tea. And then speaking of tea and making things, I went to a cooking class and some of my boyfriends were there. And then I went to the market and I got a heart up with Ulrich, which is, you know, fine. Even though we can't date each other, we still love each other from afar. Then I am crafting some ingots so that I can make a shovel, which I don't even have one of myself yet, but Celine wanted it and I did it for Celine. Then I decided I wanted to plant the seasonal saplings, so I did cherries and I think the other one was lemons. So we have trees, and then I did some very terrible decorating. Day 14, and I leveled up to 14 and was immediately met with Celine, who was telling me about the upcoming spring festival, and that I needed to collect something called the Breath of Spring, which pretty much every time I do activities up until the festival, I'll get this little flower bouquet, and I need a bunch of them. Also, I finally got a chest. I got a chest, finally, oh my god. So here I am collecting the little spring things, doing some quests. I learned how to make some berry scones, and I'm continuing to make a fortune by fishing. I also finally caught my first big fish, which was this one, which I then of course went and donated, and I completed a bundle, and then I went to bed. Are you surprised that we leveled up to 15 on day 15? You shouldn't be. Here we are, harvesting our crops and caring for our little baby chicken. Then, next main quest, we need to fix the mill, and they want a lot of things to fix the mill, so I needed to go to the mines. I'm getting fun stuff in the mines. I almost didn't make it, but finally I made it to level 10, and then we got some weird story progression of some strange whispers, but we don't get any more on that now. I donated some stuff, I took a bath, and then I am trying to get all the resources I need to fix the mill so I can process materials. And then I'm interrupted by my dragon friend who tells me because of my work in the mines, they now remember spells. So I will have mana every day, and I can use the mana to cast different spells. This particular one will restore my health and my stamina. Day 16, and it's March's birthday, and I accidentally left my chicken outside in the rain, but now they're an adult chicken, so yay. I decided to give March some copper for their birthday, and he liked it, which is good because, you know, that makes sense. He's a blacksmith, so like, you know, he likes blacksmith items, and we even gained a heart, so our enemies to lover trope is finally kicking off, and he's in the mix of potential boyfriends. Then you already know I went fishing. I caught some fun fish. Look at that fish. Wow, and then I decided to collect some resources so I can fix the mill. Day 17, and it is time for the Spring Festival, which sadly is the only festival in early access. Celine came by to get my flower bouquets, my chicken laid their first egg, and then I came in third place. I was showed up by Errol and Celine. So wah wah, I guess I suck. But at least I did get a free planter anyway, and I decided to give my very first egg that I hatched to Hayden, of course, and he really liked that gift, so I got my first heart with him, and then I went on a shopping spree. I got another planter, I got a basket, I got this thing that's a universally loved gift, which I'll have to think about who to give that to, and I got a flower crown. So the outfit is finally changing. Then I went home and I put out all of my new stuff, and then I got back to my usual quests of fishing and trying to get resources to work toward the mill. Day 18, I leveled up and I learned how to make one of my favorite items, which is this like stone tile. You'll see it later. Then harvesting and taking care of my chicken. And then I gave Island this strawberry and we got a heart together. And then after thinking about it, I decided to give my special gift to Hayden, which was the universal love gift. So our romance is kicking off. I know I said that he was the most predictable choice for me, but like, come on, he's so cute. Then I had the idea that I thought that Juniper would be a red wine person, and I was right. I was glad that they finally liked something I gave. Baylor, on the other hand, doesn't like anything. And then look at my little tile. Okay, so the decor's not that great yet, but I promise my farm will be so cute later on in the video, and then I collected some resources before going to bed. Day 19, and I have been piling up the quests. The nice thing about the bulletin board requests is that they don't expire, like you don't just have like a day or 2 days to do them. So today I went through and did a lot of the ones I had outstanding. And then I fished, because I like to fish. Also, Baylor still doesn't like anything that I'm giving him, but I guess he just got so desperate of me talking to him that we finally have a heart, but he still continues to intrigue me. I'm interested. Then I took a bath and I went down to the mines trying to get at least another 5 levels down, and I just made it to level 15 before it was the end of the day. Day 20, we leveled up, I'm caring for my chicken, and I really want to care for the people. I want friends, and more importantly, I want boyfriends. Finally, I struck gold, or I struck ruby with Baylor because I found something that he actually liked. And this struggle made me really appreciate the guys who haven't been as hard to please, which is Island. Island, I love him. Is this true love? Like, he's not the guy I normally go for, but I'm just drawn to him, and he makes me want to fill out this whole freaking museum, which in most games I don't want to do, but he makes me want to do it. Maybe this is love, I don't know. Then I remember I have this spell so I can restore my stamina after it runs out, as long as I have mana, which I did, and I got a bunch of resources to finally fix this mill. Oh my god, this took so long. But now we have the mill. In this game, this kind of is interesting. Normally you would have like individual machines to, churn butter or make cheese or make animal products. This is the building where you go to do all of that. So I'm very excited to have it. And then I flew too close to the sun and I passed out before making it to bed. Day 21, we leveled up and now I can make a really cute stone lantern. It's also my birthday and Luke's birthday, which is pretty great. Except not great because I overslept because I passed out last night. But oh my god, does Hayden want to ask me out because it's my birthday or because he knows that I said I was falling in love with Island yesterday? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Hayden was just telling me how to breed animals, which is good because I actually did not know, and he gave me this tea, which is perfect because I name my animals after tea. So I got a male brown chicken and I called them Masala Chai. And then I didn't forget Luke's birthday. I gave him a bug because he is the bug catching person. Also, I placed my lantern and then I realized I haven't checked out the inside of the mill yet. Didn't make anything, but I just looked around. And was it bad of me to give the tea to Rias? Maybe, but I'm a little messy. So what that my other boyfriend gave me that tea? This is my game, and I do what I want. Day 22, and I would die for my chickens. And you know what? I think they'd die for me because for the first time, I got these random beads. Though I do think there's a bug here because if the animals give you a bead, if another animal also just gave you an egg, it will delete the egg you just got. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Anyway, beads, I'm supposed to keep them for some reason for later. Then I finally got a heart with Adeline, which is great because I've just been talking to her. And then this is me just proving to you I haven't forgotten about the skill tree and I am using it. Then I went to the mines all day and this was sad and tragic. I didn't have enough mana to do one of these spells to restore my stamina and I made it to level 19 and I needed to get to 20. annoying. But I remembered I had that little chair, so I put that out. Day 23, I'm continuing to level up and I'm continuing to do my usual farm work, tending to the chickens, and then we're progressing the main storyline more because I was greeted with this cutscene with the hot pink hotties, and pretty much this was us just revitalizing the town and cleaning up some areas that were broken, and specifically fixing this staircase so now I can get up to the summit, which is beautiful, and also there are some new forageables, and also there's this little fountain that will restore my stamina, which is really nice. And then, of course, you know the drill. I spent the rest of the day fishing, donating things to the museum. You get it, you get it. Day 24, I'm doing my usual farming routine, and my chickens are both all grown up. I can't breed them just yet, but I did decide to get them a toy. I got them this seesaw. I wasn't sure if they'd be able to use it, but it looks cute, and that's all that really matters. Then I'm dreaming of being able to craft that white picket fence at some point, but I can't yet. But I can fish the whole day. That's what I can do, and that's what I will do. Day 25, and any time in the game I'm given or I make my own food, I immediately gift it to one of my boyfriends, and they are always just neutral about everything. I haven't quite cracked the code yet with them. Then I went to the mines and I was getting my booty kicked, so I had to use the spell to restore my stamina and my health. And it didn't matter because I passed out for the first time. But luckily in this game, you don't lose any money or your items. You just get the walk of shame. Day 26, and I have woken up late because I passed out in the mines, which is sad. More sad is that I left my chickens out overnight and they were upset with me, which is upsetting because I need 2 hearts with them so that I can breed them and get cute little chickens. That's what I want. Okay, now the story is progressing. I need to upgrade the store so I get more seeds and they sell better things. And I don't have any of those resources, so we'll work on that. But for now, I'm wasting all my money buying drinks. Drinks on me, boys. Buying drinks for people. I finally found something March liked. He liked a beer. And while I was over by the blacksmith forge, I decided to finally make a shovel because I haven't had one up until this point, and I probably should do it. And here I am gifting people, my boyfriends. They like my gifts. They don't love anything yet. I haven't found a loved gift, just liked. But I did discover what to use my shovel for. I do only use the shovel in the dig spot for like a long time. I don't know that you could use it otherwise, but don't worry about it. Then after a night at the inn, I had my fruit ready for the first time. Day 27, and we leveled the town up to copper rank, and the hot pink hotties rewarded me with a piece of strawberry shortcake, and I also got to increase my stamina. And then I'm running around gifting all the boyfriends. And look, I finally found a loved item. Island loves strawberry shortcake. And pretty much we learn sweets in general, which I think is very sweet. And then I decide I want to level up my cooking skills, so I start making some hard-boiled eggs. They don't sell for any more than the regular egg does, at least I don't think so, but I figured the practice was good. And then I went around doing some quests. Here I am utilizing the dig site now that I actually have a shovel. And again, I only think I can dig just these 2 spots every day. I don't know that there are dig spots all around the entire place. And then look, oh my god, the chickens are playing together on the seesaw. It wasn't just for funsies. It wasn't just for aesthetic. It is for my heart and for my soul, and I'm so happy. And then, of course, I spent the rest of the day fishing. Day 28, it is the last day of spring. My chickens are still giving me these shiny beads, and I don't know what to do with them yet, but don't worry, I figure it out later. And then I'm going around doing some quests, and I am getting some hearts. And then I decide it is time to tackle the mine once again, and I finally make it down to level 20, which unlocks more story. Oh my god, there's this tablet that I need help from my very hot boyfriend to translate. And he's like, okay, we need help from the very hot witch in town to translate this. So working together, we realize I need to offer some different mine-specific items to break this water seal. And we'll do that later. I decide to spend the rest of the day gathering materials. Day 29, and it is the first day of summer, baby. Hot girl, hot NPC summer. I'm going around getting all of the new forageables and then spending all of my money on the new seeds. This is also the first time I realized in the game that I can buy other things from the general store, like chests and bag upgrades, but I don't. Instead, I decide to be inventive with how I want to plant my crops, because in Fields of Mistria, you don't have to just plant things in a square, so I kind of got a little creative with how I was going to do it. And then look, everybody's hot in their summer fits. I'm gaining hearts, talking to all of my boyfriends, and at this point, I'm just enjoying looking at everyone. I mean, look at Hayden. What the heck, man? Day 30, and all the hotties are sliding in my DMs. Specifically, Marge and Island, who I'm about to have their second heart event for, and kind of get, like, their backstory. But first, I'm a good farmer, and I tend to my farm. Then I'm gaining more hearts because I need to gain the hearts before I could break them. Island's heart event is all about trying to find this artifact that is all about dragons that once were here. I wonder what that could be about. March's heart event was all about him threatening me, which was like kind of hot. I know, I'm toxic. I'm the problem. It's me. Also, Baylor, I really want him to like me, man. It's not going that well so far. And then I spent the rest of the day trying to gather the things I needed for the mines, and I got most of them, some of them. And this was sad and tragic. I just missed bed. Like, I fell asleep on the floor. Couldn't even make it to bed. Day 31, and I've leveled up, and Hayden is in the mix because it is time for our heart event. And I didn't know my other boyfriends were gonna be here and all these other bystanders, but if he's into that, we'll consider it. Cool, okay. I came over and his chicken was being weird, like she was misbehaving. That's really it. And then I spent the rest of the day in the mines trying to get all this stuff, and I passed out because I'm a failure. Day 32, and I'm stubborn, so I went right back into the mines, and this time it paid off because I finally found the last item I needed for this offering. I'm immediately greeted by a hot ghost person called Priestess, who rewards me by giving me a heart crystal, which permanently increases my health. Pretty cool. Then I take a little sneak peek at the next part of the mine, but I don't get very far because I don't have any stamina, but it looks really cool. Then I decide to take a bath, and then I am rewarded for my hard work with another spell. This spell will make a short rain shower on my farm, so I don't have to water my crops, which comes in handy a lot. I also got stuck in that chest, which I thought was kind of funny, and then I spent the rest of the day getting my resources, because you always need resources in this game. Day 33, and I'm testing out that brand new spell, which I said makes a little rain shower on your farm. This is really helpful to water all your crops, and it's nice because the rain will eventually stop, so you can still let your animals out and they won't get upset with you. So yeah, love that. Then I'm going around doing quests for people. I'm not always showing you them, but I promise I am, as well as I try to talk to everybody like pretty much every single day. So here's me doing that. I'm also donating things to the museum, and I'm continuing to get new items and upgrades. Day 34, and I am raising my town rank yet again, and it is now Saturday, which means it's market day. So I decided to get all of my crops. I got some new crops before I headed to the market, and the NPCs will actually tell you things that they like if you talk to them enough. So I decided to give Rias some coffee, which was great because we immediately had a cutscene together. And his whole cutscene is really cute. It's about trying to restore this old tree because there was an old birdhouse he liked. Cool. I also finally found something that Celine loved. She's pretty easy. She just really loves a lot of flowers, which is nice and easy to remember. Then it's time to investigate the new levels of the mine, and we get iron ore for the first time. There's also statues you can make offerings to that will help restore either your health or your stamina, which is great if you're in a bind like I usually find myself in. Day 35, and I have a rooster feather for the first time, and I don't always show my animals, but I do take care of them every day. I'm also taking care of some monsters, but not well, because I passed out in the mine. Like a failure. Again. Day 36 is all about Baylor because I have this heart quest that's tall, dark, and mysterious, which is accurate about him. Pretty much Nora's sus on why his prices are so low, and she's accusing him of maybe stealing his products, which we don't find out about now, but we will find out about later. And meanwhile, I'm going about my day, catching fish and doing all the usual stuff. Day 37, and I leveled up, and I got another cosmetic item that I will not probably wear because I like my outfit. Then, oh my god, everyone clear the room. It's about to get steamy between some chickens because my chickens are finally ready to breed. More on that later. For now, I decide to spend the rest of the day in the mines, and I make it down to level 30. Day 38, it's tall, dark, and handsome's birthday, but first it's time to marvel at some watermelons, and marvel at the fact that my chickens did it. You know what I mean? They did it. There's an egg. Also, I'm still continuously upgrading the museum, and I find out through giving Baylor his birthday present, which he liked, that they wear bathing suits, so they're all like hot and naked on the beach. Love that. Great. Then I decided to do some decor, and by decor I mean I put that little lamp out that I got. And then I decided to get some forageables, and I gifted Elsie and Celine roses, and it turned out to be loved items for both of them. And then I decided to spend some time cleaning up my farm because I need the resources and I need it to not be ugly anymore. Day 39, and ooh baby, it's raining, and ooh baby, I'm farming, ooh baby, I'm fishing, ooh baby, I'm turning in quests, I'm finding forageables, I'm doing the darn thing. I'm also giving the ladies presents because it's not all about the men here. And also, I fell out of a coconut tree when I learned there are coconuts that you could harvest in the game. Day 40, and I'm leveling up once again because I am succeeding in everything. I also got a heart event with Celine, who's trying to grow this mysterious flower from her childhood. So we need to figure out how are we gonna grow this mysterious flower. Cute, I really liked that. And then I gave Rias a gift, and then I decided to go into the mines to see if I could make it a little bit further. And I could not. I could not make it a little bit further, but I did have things to donate, and I got this really cute flower carpet. The upgrades that you get from the museum, like the decor items in this game, are all so good. Like, there are so many of them, and it really does make me want to actually donate to the museum. Okay, and then the general store. I haven't forgotten about this. I am still grinding for resources. Also, I gave Island some cake because I know he likes it and I'm just kind of milking it at this point. And I decided to give Hayden a gift too. Still haven't found anything he loved, but we'll get there. Day 41, we have a baby, a little gray chicken who I, of course, named Earl Grey. I also have peppers for the first time, and I feel like I am thriving in Mistria. Look at my little chicken. He is my pride and joy. Then I'm talking to everybody at the market, as I usually do. I'm trying to gift people, giving March a gift. Our relationship is still rocky, and I do still wish I could date his brother, but I can't, so instead we'll move on. Then I decided to donate things to the museum, and then I went right back into the mines, trying to at least make it another 5 levels down, and today I finally did. I made it to level 35, and then I started donating my resources for the general store. Also, my saplings had finally grown, and I am collecting all of the different things in the game. Day 42, and it is Celine's birthday, but before that, I want to let you know I'm learning recipes pretty much every day, but I'm not showing you them because I don't do that much cooking in the game. But they're happening, okay? It's happening. Cool. Here I am continuing to work on the required materials that I need for the general store, which is like a lot of stuff. Also, I still do requests for people all the time. Hayden wanted some wooden fencing, which was perfect because I didn't want to keep the wooden fencing that I made earlier. So cool, destroyed that. Then I gave Celine a rose on her birthday, and she really loved that. And then I'm replacing the seeds that I had harvested, and I'm trying to keep up on the farm, and I'm trying to get more resources to donate for the store. Also, I noticed in early access I have a problem with my farm kind of being a little bit laggy. So sometimes when you see me looking for resources, if it looks a little slow, it is. But I will solve that problem by getting resources at other places later on. Day 43, and I am keeping up on the farm and enjoying doing all of the things. I'm still looking for wood specifically for the general store, and I finally get all of the things that I need. Oh my god, so many resources in this game are needed for all of the things. So now we have all of the resources we need for that, and I decided to go back to the farm and clean up a little bit because I thought maybe it would help with the lagging issue if there was less stuff. Then I got another heart with Hayden, which is great. I'm giving Raina some attention. I'm sorry I neglect her. She's so cute and she deserves way more than I give her. Day 44, it's Josephine's birthday, and my chickens are all grown up. I love them so much. And I finally turn in all of the resources to Adeline, and she's like, oh my god, yay. General store, let's do it. And then, wow, look at that. It gets slightly more attractive looking. They even made a little, I don't know what you call the little banner that's above the door. That thing. And now there are some more seeds. Admittedly, not that many. There's not that much more I got from this upgrade, but something that is cool is these crop sign bundles. You'll see more on those later. They're pretty cool. I spent the rest of the day in the mine trying to progress further and further. I made it down to level 39, and I was like, it's not looking good for me. And I died. Well, I got sick. You know what? Passed out? What do we call it? I suffered. Here I am waking up the next morning with a hangover from getting defeated by the monsters. Then Errol requests armor, and he'll give me like way too much money for that. So I'm paying attention to that quest. and I'm going further and further in the mine, and I finally make it down to level 40, where I'm greeted by the hot priestess again, who doesn't say a lot, but I got this cool lamp, and once again, I learned that I need to transcribe this text, so I need to go back to Juniper. But first, I'm trying to get my bag, so I decide to make that armor, and I indeed secure the bag. $1,450 I got from that. Then I put out that little coral lamp. It's not going to stay there. I know that's a weird spot for it. Day 46, and we have official town business with Adeline, aka a heart event from her. Before that, though, I need to collect all of my tomatoes, and my feathers, and my eggs, and my peaches, and my pears. And I'm turning in the quest, the text that I found from the mines. And this time, we're asking Celine to help us. And we discover we need to once again donate some mine-specific items. Then I'm going to this cutscene with Adeline, where not that much happened, to be honest. She's just telling me, we're writing grant requests for the town. Okay, cool. Gifted my boyfriend, and then I went around, and I realized there was this big boulder that I could break now, so I broke it. Not much was up there, but I got a little sippy of water, and then I decided it's time for a barn, because I have a big goal to get the strawberry-themed animals in the game, aka the strawberry cow and the strawberry chicken, and one day, if we all believe in the mating success of my animals, maybe it will happen. The next day, day 47, I am asked if I could repair something else. Am I a farmer or am I a handy woman? I don't really know. Here I am naming my new barn. Keeping with the tea theme, I named it the Butterfly Pea Barn, which I think is so cute. And then I learned about the bridge I need to fix. Pretty much it's the one over on the left-hand side. More beach will be unlocked if I fix that bridge, so we'll get there, but first I chat up everybody at the inn, trying to gain more and more hearts with everybody because I just want love. I just want love. I'm just a girl who wants love. I spent the rest of the day collecting resources before I called it a night. And then on day 48, we leveled up, but it's an important day because it's my favorite. Well, is he my favorite? Can we say he's my favorite? It's Island's birthday, okay? Also, this is me proving to you I am using the skill tree some of the time. I'm not breaking down what exactly all the skill points I'm using are, but let's just say things get easier in the game when you use that. Then I gave Island his birthday present, and he absolutely loved it, and he loves me. We're almost at 4 hearts. We're actually almost at 4 hearts with a couple people. The main 2 candidates, obviously, are Island and Hayden, but I kind of think Baylor is in there too. Well, I also like Rias and March too. They're all good. Okay, cool. Spending the day getting my resources and trying to get further in the mine, and I decide it's about time that I make an iron axe because you need a lot of wood in this game, and I'm tired of chopping trees down at a slow rate. Then it is day 49, and I finally get another heart with Baylor, who I like him! And I know nothing about him. He's mysterious, and I'm falling into his spell. He's not magic, but I'm following into a spell. Then I get hardwood for the first time, which is so exciting, and I can buy a cow. So I decide to buy a spotted cow, and keeping with the tea theme, I name them Oolong, and they are so sweet I would die for them. Then I'm going around my farm, cutting up the stumps, getting some hardwood, and this is great because I had a plan for the hardwood. I really wanted to make this white picket fence, and I decided to make some other decor items while I was over there because I really want to prioritize making my farm actually look cute in this game. This is something I usually don't do in farming sims until later on, but Fields of Mistria just feels like a very decorative, heavy game to me, so it's good that we're gonna get started now on day 49. And now we're halfway through the video. Have I accomplished enough by day 50? That I'm not sure, but I hope you think so. I am laying out different paths. I don't like how any of them look. I think they look ugly, and I can't figure out how to make it look effortlessly beautiful. So for now, we're gonna not put down the paths, and we're gonna clean up around the farm instead so that we have enough resources for the bridge, because I care about restoring Mistria, okay? And then I went and I did some more crafting because obviously I didn't have enough fencing. And I struggled for a while. I was like, there's no gates in the game. Like, what am I gonna do? And then I remembered you can actually jump over the fencing. So if you're wondering why there's no gates, we don't need gates. We can jump over. And also I don't have enough fencing anyway to finish the rectangle, square, whatever. Anyway, it's the next day. Day 51, I fixed the bridge. Here's the bridge. It's fixed. There's not that much over here. Was it worth all of the wood? I don't really know. But there is another drinking fountain that restores your stamina, which is good. And there are new opportunities and places to fish. Then I'm talking to my boyfriends. Those are like my B boyfriends. March and Rias are like the B level boyfriends. They're like kind of my backup boyfriends. Shh, don't tell them. I love them. I love them. They're so cute. But they're not the main characters anymore. Then I'm continuing to donate things to the museum. I got some stuff, and I decided it's finally time to craft a chest. I finally leveled up in crafting enough, so chests. We need them because I run out of space all of the time. Then I decide to go back into the mines, and I got more things that I need for the offering. Not quite everything. I struggle with catching the fish in the mines for sure. And then I realize I need to make money. And those coral lamps that I got, I have 2 of them now, they're a lot of money, so I decided to sell a bunch of things, and don't judge how ugly my house looks so far. On day 52, I am going about and I give Nora a present because it's her birthday, and then I do some crafting because once again, I want my farm to look cute, and I decide it's finally time. Maybe we should upgrade that bag now. It's only day 52. Maybe you should have upgraded the bag like a long time ago. So I put out my little rug, and then I'm looking for this specific fish in the mine, and I am struggling. I'm getting every other fish in the world, which is great for the museum, but bad for the mine quest. So we'll just have to keep coming back. On day 53, I level up once again, another cosmetic item that I'd never put on. And then I have yet another main quest. I left my chickens out in the rain, which is sad, but they look like they're still having fun anyway. So now my next main story quest is we're talking about more food rations. And this one specifically is tough, okay? This one is tough because we need to make a lot of cheese and we need to have a lot of eggs. Then I did some fishing because it's raining and I want to catch all of the rain fish. And I caught a special, like, rare grouper. And then I caught a puffer fish. Like, we're still very much so fishing a lot. Then I discovered this mysterious well that I've never seen in the game before, and if you donate money to it, it will give you a randomized item back, which is something really fun to keep going to, but I do forget about it a lot of the time, so whatever, shh. It's a big map. There's lots of places to explore. I'm just a girl. I'm just trying to make my way through the game. It's day 54, and I am continuing to harvest all of my crops, and having the crops that keep regrowing automatically is just so great, and I'm making lots of money. Now I'm finally realizing I could have been making mayo this entire time, because at this rate I've had chickens for like a while. I could have been making mayo and selling it this whole time, but I wasn't. I also learned you need 2 milk to be able to make a cheese, so this is going to take quite a long time because I'd have just the singular cow. Then I'm still trying to get Baylor to like me, and it's going slowly but surely. And then I found this little mini vineyard over here. There are some grapes. And oh my god, did you forget about this? I did. I haven't been digging in a little bit. But I should do that. Then it's time for another cow. I've actually never had this kind of tea. Is it Rubios? Rubios? Rooibos? It's a type of tea. So I got a brown cow, a male brown cow, and I named him that. Then I'm talking to everybody at the inn, and I'm leveling up, specifically getting another heart with Rias, and I got a free little drink. Sometimes they give me free drinks just from talking to everybody. I gave it to Island because he's my favorite, but shh, don't tell. And then I gave Maple a cute little candy. I thought she deserved a cute little candy. I don't cook that much in the game, but I really should because it's pretty easy, and you can make a lot of different things. So maybe I'll learn and I'll cook a little bit more later. Here I am collecting some milk so I can finally make my first ever cheese. Now I need 10 pieces of cheese for this food ration thing. And I only have 2 cows and only one of them produces milk because the boy cow doesn't produce milk. So it's gonna take some time. Then I gave March a present and I talked to everybody at the market, which I continue to do, trying to get hearts with everybody, not just the hot boys. I want the hot girls too, and I want to be friends with the people that aren't hot as well. I want everyone to like me. Everybody. Everybody's gotta love me. I'm a people pleaser. And then I decided to spend the rest of the day fishing, getting some more hardwood because you can't have enough picket fencing. And here I am remembering that the dig site exists once again, which is a really great way to get artifacts for the museum and also make some money because if you have the artifacts, you can sell them and they're usually worth a lot. here I am redecorating my cute little barn and coop situation. I put that little lantern in the center, which I thought was really, really adorable. Day 56, I'm checking in on my cow and my bull, and I would die for them. They are so, so, so sweet. I'm also keeping an eye on the hearts that I have for my chickens so that I can breed them once again on my quest to get a strawberry animal, aka a pink chicken or a pink cow, a pink animal of some sorts. Luckily, they have enough hearts where I can finally breed the chickens again. Okay. I know that this is incest. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it? The chickens are so expensive. So yes. Are the chickens mating with each other repeatedly? Absolutely, but don't think about it. Okay, well, I don't support that. Then I have this cutscene with Juniper, who is trying to make a potion for Ulrich to make his muscles bigger, but instead it turns him into a bunny. I don't know why we needed this cutscene, but it was so adorable, and once again, I'm upset that we can't romance silly bunny hot man. Also, hot man, islands shirtless at the beach, which I am a fan of. I like that. Also, he gave me a piece of chocolate cake, which this man just likes cake, I think. He's just into cake. Still don't really know what Baylor's into. I continue to give him like gems and artifacts, and he's just like, he likes them, but he doesn't love them. Then I decide I'm trying to find love items for everybody. So I spend my entire fortune on grilled cheese and some beer. I thought Hayden would love this grilled cheese. He didn't. He's giving me grilled cheese energy, so I was pretty sad I wasted my money. And also Henrietta, I talk to sometimes too. She doesn't really like me, and that's sad. But I finally have 4 hearts with Island, and at some point I realize in early access, this is as far as you can go with the NPCs. So if after you see me get 4 hearts with people, if you see me stop talking to them a little bit, that's kind of why, just because I've hit the maximum amount that I can talk to them for now. Until I have their second heart event, which we're having Islands on day 57, there isn't a whole lot to continue talking to them for at this current state, even though they do have like thousands and thousands of line of dialogue, which I appreciate. I'm going around because it's the first day of fall. Did you see those fits? The fall outfits are so good, and also so good, all of the forageables, all of the new seeds. I'm spending my fortune trying to get a little bit of everything. I know fall in farming sims is so crucial because I'm not quite sure what to expect from winter. I don't know if there will be winter crops or if there will be a significant amount of them. I decided to adjust how I plant things and try to make it even more cute and interesting. Then I'm checking out the fall outfits, and I love them all so much. I don't know whose is my favorite. I will say islands all kind of look a little bit similar. Hayden looked really cute in this purple top, though, and I just really like that feature. The characters definitely are the star of the game, I think, for me. Here I am continuously going to the museum, and then I have my second heart event for having 4 hearts with Island. And we're continuing to look for this artifact, which is this dragon helmet thing. And I really like his heart events. They feel really meaningful to him, and I feel like I am liking him more and more as a character from his events, which is nice. Day 58, and Rias is like, hey, what if you wanted a bigger barn or like a bigger coop? Now you can do it. Also, I'm continuing to talk to everybody and see their adorable fall outfits, and then I am continuing to make cheese. I caught a shark for the very first time. And I spend a lot of time fishing on days where it's raining because I'm really paranoid about missing fish. And then I'm buying more seeds because the seeds were so expensive on the first day that I wasn't able to buy them all. I'm struggling more and more with lag on my own farm as we get further into the video, but that could be because I made this entire video in 3 days and my computer doesn't like it. So if I'm slow on the farm, bear with me here. It's day 59 and my cows have grown up. The bull specifically has grown up, and I think they're so sweet. Their little horns are adorable. I also learned that you can make grass starts at the mill, and that's helpful because there's not that much grass inside the little fenced-in area that I made. And then I decided to do some cooking because I have a bunch of strawberries left over from spring, and you can make them into candy and sell them for money. So I'm trying to make money because I want to buy more animals. Really, that's it. I want to buy more animals. At this point, I'm kind of shifting my focus from boyfriends to buying animals. And oh my god! On day 60, after leveling up to rank Ruby, we have Hibiscus, the strawberry chicken, has been born. So one of my biggest goals was achieved, and now they are the favorite, don't tell the others. And since I leveled up the town rank, I was able to increase my stamina once again. And then I went and I bought some more seeds that I was missing, and then I did some crafting. Specifically, I made a scarecrow, and I made some little flower pots. And then I'm back in the mines, still trying to get all of the things that I need, which is kind of a struggle bus. I'm not that great at the combat in this one. There are certain little dudes that throw rocks at you that scare me, but it was all worth it because I ended up finding a tiara, and this might just be the only cosmetic item I change into because it's that cute. After offering more things to the mine, I go to bed, and it's day 61. I put out my decor, and I feel like the farm is looking really cute. I don't know if I would continue with the weird design that I've kind of made for the crops, but I do think it's something special. And here we are. The flower crown has been retired in favor of the crown. We've went from beret to flower crown to crown. Yes. Great. Cool. Here I am planting, and then I'm back in the mines once again, and I finally caught the fish that I needed and the bug that I needed. So now we can get the show on the road once again with the mines, and I can progress to the farther levels. I get another one of the heart things, which increases my vitality, and then I take a little peek at the next levels in the mines, which are all very like crystal-y. Can't do much of that right now, but I decide to spend the rest of my night crafting and specifically making a fishing rod and some ingots so I could make more upgrades later on. Then, because I made it farther in the mine, the dragon is like, oh my god, great, you did stuff. And he teaches me another spell. This one specifically helps me grow plants faster, which I'm gonna be honest, I never use. But you know what I do use? My charm to continue making friends with everybody. And I continue to use all of my money buying more seeds. And then I decided to get further into the mine to see if I can make it at least another 5 levels down. But I actually end up making it all the way down to level 48, where there are a bunch of ore, and then I make it all the way down to 50. So I made it down 10 levels in one day, which is pretty impressive. I don't think I would have been able to do that without that helpful little stamina spell that I have, though. Then day 63, I have my next heart event with Hayden, and he's like, come over. But first, I gotta look at my strawberry chicken. Look at them. They're so cute. They're so good. I love them so much. So then I am meeting Hayden, and his whole heart event is pretty much focusing on his hen, Henrietta. In his previous one, she like misbehaved. In this one, he's like, I want everyone to like Henrietta. Let's like take her around town. Then I had a cutscene with Valen, which I unironically, or I guess ironically, had Hayden in it. It's like he was stalking me, like he followed me. But anyway, Valen is like got this weird shady potion business going on in the basement. Don't know what that's about, but I'm excited to find out. And then it's also worth mentioning that as you go later in the mines, the mechanics get a little different. There's like whirlpools, there's like trapdoors, really cool stuff. I ended up making it all the way down to level 60. And sadly and tragically, this is where I find out that you can't progress in the mines any further than level 60 because we're in early access, which I didn't know because I would have probably spaced out the mines a little bit more. Here we are having completed the mines, and we're only on day 64. So day 64, there's no more mines, but there are still a lot of other things we can do in the game. I'm continuing to harvest all of my crops, and I am continuing to work on the main quest of getting all of the cheese that I need. I also start realizing, because I don't need to get any like further in the mine, that I can make ingots and just sell them and make money. So I start realizing that. Also, I start just collecting things from the mines so that whenever the game gets updated and you need to offer things again, I have it. Speaking of offering things, I've never interacted with this chicken statue. This chicken statue were like, there are beads. What if you brought me some beads? And then it all clicked in my head, like, ooh, I've been getting beads. So I'm saving up my little special animal beads now to come back to this magical chicken to offer them to see what happens. But we don't have 10 beads yet. But what we do have is hardwood to buy to make picket fencing. And then I bought the crop bundle. This one is the fall one. I mentioned this before. This is really cute. It just makes little signs that show you what all of the different crops are. So I got the fall one because we're in fall. Then on day 65, we leveled up, and I have a heart event for Ulrich. The one that got away. I'm not even trying to make him like me, and it's happening. Also, look how cute Rias's outfit is, by the way. Let's just get some love for Rias. I'm sorry that I don't talk about him as much. He's really good, and I like him. Then I decide to craft some signs. You can only craft the sign after you've harvested one of the crops, so I can't make them all yet. But I decide to go about foraging, and I remember that the wishing well exists, and I was rewarded with a latte. Then I'm going around town getting the hardwood, and then I have my cutscene with Ulrich. And he's always just like a delight. He's kind of no-think energy. He's just like la 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 la, and I help him with blacksmithing. His brother still does not like me. I feel like Ulrich serves as just the wingman. Like every time I talk to him, he's like, give my brother a chance. And I'm like, your brother's not high up on my list. I like him, but he's no Hayden. He's no Island, okay? I'm sorry. And then day 66, I have my next heart event with Celine. So we'll get to find out more about what's going on in her magical crop that she's trying to make. But first, I'm harvesting a bunch of my fall crops for the very first time. I'm donating them all to the museum, of course, as I'm getting them for the first time. And I'm getting so many crops that I decide I need another chest. And I finally got 4 hearts with Baylor. Even though I never found anything he truly loved, talking to him and annoying him relentlessly seemed to work. Then I had my cutscene with Celine, and we are starting to make progress with the magical little sprout that we're trying to get together. And I feel like Celine's cutscenes are really cute. I really like the storyline that we're getting with her as well. So far, I like them all. I will say Hayden's is a little bit weak. It's literally just about people liking his chicken. So hoping that we get a little bit more from that one. Then I decided that my animals deserve fun, and I decided to buy that little sandbox, I guess? Sandbox with the beach ball for them. Day 67 and Baylor, baby. Baylor and I have another heart event, but first it's time to harvest my cranberries, donate them to the museum, and I'm really doing a good job on the bundles, and I haven't forgotten about the cheese. I'm making the cheese as often as I physically can make cheese, even though I'm dairy-free in real life. Then, here I am with my cutscene with Baylor. I'm looking through his stuff like a little stalker weirdo girl, and I'm reading his diary. And it's all about how he is using excess, like, things. Like, other towns are ordering items in bulk, and he's using the excess bulk for Mistria. So he's actually, like, helping Mistria out with, like, cheap prices. He's kind of a good dude. I mean, he's kind of stealing, but in a nice way, I guess? I don't know. I leveled up with Rias, and then I did some crafting. I'm trying to level up with March still as well, because I realize, like I said, you can only get up to 4 hearts with everybody, so I better like get the show on the road for everybody who I haven't gotten yet. And then, as you saw, I put out some little pathing. I don't think it looks bad, but I don't think it looks good either. And on day 68, I remember that I can use that little spell to actually water my stuff. So I do that. And I finally have 2 hearts with my cows. So you know the cows are about to get to business. I really want a strawberry cow, so hoping that they make a strawberry cow, but if they don't, I will love whoever the offspring is regardless. But you guys get to it, we'll leave you alone, and we'll see what happens. Then I spent the rest of the day getting resources and trying to clean up my farm, and it is much easier now that I have upgraded tools, and I haven't even upgraded the tools all the way, but even just the iron makes a really big difference. Day 69, and it's Saturday market day, and I have a cutscene with Rias, and we're going to learn more about, you know, the tree that he wanted to plant with the birdhouse, another very sweet heart event that I have been enjoying so far. And then I harvested my crops, said hello to my friends. For leveling up, I got this map, which I'll hang in my room later on. I think it's really, really cute. And then I'm getting really cute furniture from doing museum bundles. Specifically, I got like this little tree, and then I swung around to Rias's, who has my favorite interior so far. This is a very like me house, I think. And yeah, he's talking about getting this special plant to help the tree, make the tree grow so we could make the birdhouse. I'm with it and I'm paying attention, I promise. Then I died in the mines because the lantern monsters are scary. Day 70, I'm moving real slow around my farm, and then I decide it's time for some minor decor. By minor, I mean let's put ginormous sidewalk panels around everything. Those sidewalk panels take a little bit to craft, but I think that they're very worth it. Then I bought some seeds and a wheelbarrow because it's cute and I like it. And look, I'm actually decorating. Okay, in these 100-day videos, I feel like I never do any decorating, but in this game, I'm like, la 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 la, I just want everything to look cute. I got my oranges for the first time, as well as my apples, and I'm really glad I actually prioritized making the seasonal trees, because it's something that I continuously forget to do in most farming games. Speaking of forgetting, I haven't forgotten about the cheese. We're doing the cheese. And then I am going to the lower levels of the mine, trying to get resources that I missed the first time, specifically trying to get this piece of the ground that I need to continue to craft the sidewalk panels. Then I decide that I want to buy more furniture sets from Riot because now I'm having a little bit excess of money and I don't know what to do with it. So I got this little cottage one and this cabin one. I don't use a lot of this stuff. I think most of it's kind of interior based and I'm not really focusing on my interior so much in these 100 days, but all really cute stuff. Then on day 72, I have a new cow and they are a light brown cow that I decided to name Sweet Tea. And they are such a sweetie, not the strawberry cow of my dreams, but that is okay, and I love them anyway. Then I finally have enough cheese for the food reserves. Like, everybody can calm down now. We have cheese and we have eggs. So then I had this cutscene where I'm rewarded, and I got a cheese hat and an egg hat, which is so... You'll just need to see it for yourself. But first, I decide to go back to the mines, and then I decide to do the dig site, and then, oh my god. Cheese hat. And then egg hat. And I realize this game is so unserious, and I love it. I'm so excited about these customizations that I then bought a crown for my other cow. I customize them more than I customize myself, but I love all of the options in this game. On day 73, I finally actually look at what Baylor sells. I look at what he sells sometimes, but like not that much. And I realize he actually has pretty cute like furniture recipes. And then I went to the carpenter shop and I realized you can actually make your own crafting bench for your farm. So I don't have to go all the way into town all the time. So I decided to do that so that I can craft some more of my little sidewalk pieces, which I want to cover the entire length and width of the plots that I've made. Then I decided to do some more crafting and I started selling more bars so I could make some more money. I leveled up once again, and now it is the next part of the main story quest. We have to meet Adeline at Hayden's farm. And now I'm continuously checking what Baylor sells, and Baylor sells this weird like chess-inspired decorative bundle. I don't plan on using any of that stuff yet, but I think it is pretty cool. So now we're seeing what is next for Mistria, and what is next for Mistria is upgrading Hayden's barn so that he'll actually be able to sell more animals, which I am here for. Like I said, in the later half of the game, I'm more interested in the animals than the people. Also, I haven't forgotten about Raina, okay? Raina is such a sweetie. Her little cutscene was so sweet. She's entering in this cooking competition, and if she wins, it can really help Mistria. Really sweet. Again, I like all of the heart events. They're all really special so far. I also discover in the mines that you can get like perfect versions of the gems, which is pretty fun and cool. And Baylor keeps talking about them. So when I have extra perfect gems, I think that's what I'm gonna get for Baylor to make him really, really love me. Then on day 76, I decide to kind of work on, I guess I'm calling this like my workshop area. I'm organizing my chests, finally, getting rid of this stone chest that I have not liked the entire game. And I'm just putting kind of like neutral toned chests all over here. And this is going to be my little workshop area. And then I have this cute little archway. I don't like the sides of it. So at some point I'll probably plant like trees so you don't get those harsh edges. But I thought they were a really nice way to like enter the farm. And then it's market day, and I found this really cute rug. I love that you can place the rugs outside. I feel like it makes the decorative possibilities even more, and I love it. Day 77, my cows are all grown up. They're just babies. And I decide that for resources, I really am just gonna get the trees around town because I keep having lag on my own farm. Other than the lag on my own farm, I'm having like no other bugs in the game. So I don't know if it's just because my farm is too populated with like weeds and stuff, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Day 78, I have pumpkins for the first time, and I think the pumpkins are so cute. I almost thought about just leaving them there and keeping them decorative, but I didn't because I want money. Then I got a bunch new furniture at the museum, and then I had all of the resources I needed for Hayden's farm. This one was pretty quick. I mean, it wasn't like the cheese debacle that took me 8 billion million years, but after a while, we unlocked all of these other animals, so now we can get ducks, horses, rabbits, and sheep, so I better have room for all of these things. Then I put out the new wallpaper I found, and I put out this bed and this couch that I got way earlier on in the game, and I decided to buy another small coop. Should I have, at this point, just purchased a medium-sized coop? Yes, absolutely. But I didn't do that, and you're gonna have to live with the choices that I made while playing this game, okay? Day 79, and I am clearing the way for a second coop and barn to be downstage of where the original coop and barn are, and at some point I'll upgrade these, but I just wanted more buildings on the farm. Like, I thought it would look nice. I decided to call this coop the Chamomile Coop, once again sticking with the tea theme, and I decide the first thing I'm going to buy is a duck, and I name them Darjeeling, and then I buy another duck who I call Peppermint, again, tea. And then I finally have enough beads to make an offering to the chicken god, and I am rewarded with a randomized item. This one specifically is a ranching item, so I bet I will continuously be rewarded with random ranching items. It's kind of similar to the wishing well that's on the other side of the map, and a really cool little mechanic. Then I got this oversized book for leveling up my town rank, and I think it is so precious, and I want a bunch more of them. I know there are bookshelves in the game, so I feel like making a little library would be kind of cute. On day 80, I buy a bunny who I call Assam. They are a little black and white bunny, and then I'm crafting some more picket fences because the picket fences rule my life in this game, and I just want everything to look beautiful and nice. The animals actually don't stay within the fencing for some reason. They like walk right through it, but it's just for the aesthetic, okay? And I promise I'm still fishing. You're not always seeing it, but I am still doing it because I really actually like it so very much. Day 81, and we have our next big quest. We're going to upgrade the inn, but first I'm buying a rabbit, and I called them Jasmine Tea. Do I need to call them tea? I feel like I could have just said Jasmine, but I didn't. Then I got this, oh my god, big spender reward for making a sword, so I need to do that. But first, I learn about our next upgraded thing, which is going to be to upgrade the inn, and then things. Baylor told me I'm sunshine even in the rain, so I guess he is in love with me. And also, I didn't realize that the artifact I got with my cutscenes with Island is on display at the museum, which is pretty cool, and it makes it feel like everything is intentional and on purpose. Day 82, it's Juniper's birthday, and I have my first ever duck egg, and my duck is all grown up. They're just a little baby, and they're all grown up. Then look, my cows are playing in the sandbox for the first time. My chickens are on the seesaw. It is a good life in Mistria, okay? There are hotties, and there are cute animals doing cute things all of the time. What else could you want in this life? Maybe more rare gems so that the museum could be finished. But until then, I will just continue to try to make everyone else love me instead, and I gave Juniper a birthday present, which she liked. Day 83, I'm back in the mines. I'm trying to gain resources, and this one floor in the mines is so good. Like, you get so much ore and so many gems, and there are so many treasure chests, and I feel like I am just getting more and more recipes, and I got this really cute glowing crystal lamp that I liked. From donating stuff, I got more furniture sets that are super cute as well. And then finally, it is day 84, the final day of fall. I feel like fall just flew by us. I'm doing some fishing. Notably, I caught a sturgeon, which is my favorite fish in all of the farming games. And I realized on day 84 that you can dig places other than the dig spots. So maybe you should do that. Day 85 is the first day of winter, and I'm told that alpacas and capybaras are now available for sale, and I didn't think it could get better. Like, imagine a pink capybara. I will absolutely lose my mind, okay? I will lose my mind. But first, taking care of the animals that I already have, trying not to fantasize too much about pretty much turning this whole farm into a ranch, because I just wanted to have animals and animals and animals. Then did you forget about the skill tree? Yeah, no, I definitely didn't. I totally didn't forget about it. Then I'm going around getting all of the winter forageables and the winter seeds. I was delighted to see that there were in fact winter seeds, because in a lot of farming sims, there are no crops in the winter, so I was a little bit worried. And I think this is the best the farm has looked. I think that the design that I make it kind of looks like a snowflake. Maybe fall Payton just knew that it was going to look so good in winter. Also, there's not 2 different types of trees for winter, so I just did 2 of the same winter trees. And then I took a look at the capybaras and the alpacas, but I don't have room for the capybaras in the, I don't remember if they wanted the coop or I think they want the coop. I don't have room. But I caught an oarfish, so that's good at least. Great. And then I'm seeing the winter outfits for the first time, and they all look so good. I like Hayden specifically with his coat. I like Baylor's with this kind of dark cape. Islands all look kind of the same, but I do like it. Celine's is really nice. I think the outfits are so good. And then I went back to my farm. I crafted yet another chest because I have too many items at this point. And then I finished my little white picket fence moment and I went to bed. Day 86, and I remember that I can use this spell to water my crops, which is so great because I am lazy. I'm continuously getting beads from my animals and their resources, and I'm working my way to fix the inn. But the inn, you need a lot of items for. Also, Rias wins best outfit of winter. I want to wear that outfit. It is so good. Then I'm back in the mines getting resources, this time not to sell, this time to craft the silver sword so I could make so much money because I just want to buy animals. I need money so I could buy animals, and I need resources so I could fix the inn. I did some late night foraging. I'm so shocked at the amount of forageable items there are in this game. Like, there are a lot. And again, rewarded so well. I got a really cute table for donating things to the museum. And then I leveled up on day 87 and I got this cute, like, tile moment that is kind of like the sidewalk tile, but stone. I'm going to make so many of those. I feel like those are so cute. Then I decided to get a large barn, or medium. It's a medium-sized barn instead of small, which is what I should have done with the coop, but I didn't. So I got the medium-sized barn because I wanted more animals, and then I spent the rest of the day trying to get resources for the barn and also still for the inn. We have a lot of resource farming that we're doing in the later half of the video. This is the part where I just cut trees all day. I decided to call this the Bubble Tea Barn, which I thought was the cleverest name ever, and you can tell me in the comments that it's dumb, but I thought that was such a clever name. So yeah, pretty much spent my entire day getting resources to make that happen. Day 89, I'm harvesting some of my winter crops for the first time, and I purchase a horse. And now this is where the names go off the rails. I decided to call them Arizona Iced Tea. Are we doing tea brand names now? I guess so. And then, okay, I don't want you to think about the incest that's going on with the animals, but my 2 brown cows are going to mate and hopefully make some new kind of cow that I don't already have. I checked in on my new little horse, which I would die for. They are so very cute. I walked in on 2 of my boyfriends fighting over me. Just kidding. They weren't talking about me at all, but maybe one day they will. And then I went to visit my other boyfriends at the inn, and I am still continuously listening in on all of these conversations every week. And it is really fun because they've gone from playing Dungeons and Dragons to they've been doing art classes, like cooking classes have happened. Like, the characters are really dynamic. Okay, the next bunch of days are gonna kind of speed along, all right? Day 91, I buy a black sheep and I name them Black Pearl, which is a kind of tea. I actually didn't know that. I gave Henrietta a treat for her birthday and she did not like it, and now I get why Hayden's whole cutscenes are all about how nobody likes Henrietta because she's kind of like a brat. But it's brat summer, so she can do whatever she wants. Then I'm spending the rest of the day gathering resources so that I could fix up this inn. And then I am donating more forageable items that I find, and I got this really cute carpet. Again, I love that we can put the carpets outside. So look at my amazing farm. I didn't know that the bunnies and the ducks can also play on the seesaw. I was so happy to see that. I placed my little rug, and then it is Hayden's birthday, so I wanted to give him something that hopefully he would love. Still haven't found something he loved, but I did give him this, like, potato soup. He gave me potato energy. Maybe that's because I like him and I like potatoes, but I gave him that even though I already have all the hearts I can get with him. I thought maybe I'd get bonus points. Then I did some fishing, and then I did some donating, and then I bought an alpaca. I bought an alpaca who I called Milk Tea. I'm trying to kind of get, like, one of each animal now. I know that I should get 2 of each so I can breed them, but for the sake of finishing out the video, I want to try to get most of the animals. On day 93, We achieve strawberry cowdom. And I name my strawberry cow Rose Hip, and they are now my favorite. Don't tell the others. Then at some point I realized I never planted cauliflower, and it's the one winter crop I don't have, so I should probably do it. Then the inn is getting so annoying because I need this like resource called, I think it's called peat, and it's like a ground resource, and it's really tough to find. So this feels like it's gonna be going on for a while. Then I have a cutscene with Adeline, and this is interesting. I don't know how I feel about her heart events. Pretty much, we're getting money from the capital, which, yes, this is like the Hunger Games. The capital is like the fancy people that control how much money we get in Mistria. And so we have the decision of getting either more wood and stone resources or just getting like a bunch of free desserts. And Island really wanted the free desserts because he loves desserts, but I did choose the materials because I would like the free lumber and stone. So yeah, this is also a good time to check in on all of the hearts that we got. As you can see, for the romanceable characters at least, I have 4 hearts with all of my boyfriends. And then a lot of the other characters who are not my boyfriend, like Ulrich and a bunch of the girls, I have 2 to 3 hearts with. Some of them I do have 4 hearts with, so trying to up all of those hearts. And then I'll start working on the other characters, like the kids and the elderly characters. I really want everybody's heart events and cutscenes, so I will make that more of a priority. Then I'm going about collecting my resources. Peat. This is so hard to find. I'm mostly just finding it in the ground, but never enough. Day 95, it's Errol's birthday, and this is where, in case you haven't noticed, I'm starting to forget people's birthdays, and I'm really sorry. I was too busy focusing on my free wood and stone that I got, and also caring for all of my adorable animals. Then I'm deciding to clean up the farm a little bit. Here's me in slow motion once again, because I'm having problems with that. Cleaning up my farm, trying to get feed for my animals, but also to make it less ugly. I am continuing to dig around the town now that I know you can dig around the town. It's a little subtle. It's hard to tell, I think, where a dig spot is, but we're figuring it out. And then I went to bed. Day 96, I am still on the resource grind. Like, I'm really determined to finish this inn before the end of the 100 days. Day 97, and we're still looking for Pete. We're gonna dig. And instead of finding what we need, we are finding lots of artifacts. But just kidding, we found one of the peat, so that means we need literally one more. But I got some other things from the museum on my expedition. And then on 98, I found the last piece, which means I could finish the big repair project. I just really wanted to finish at least this repair project. I didn't know if there was another one after this, but I just wanted to, like wrap a bow around it. So here we are fixing the inn. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it looks that different, but I think it's very cute, and I did feel a sense of accomplishment because that was a lot of materials. The only thing I noticed that was new is now there's really cute furniture for sale here, which I like, and I will be purchasing when I have some more money. Then I went to bed, and on day 99, I get a letter from Adeline saying, "Oh my god, you repaired literally everything that's in early access. There will be more to come," which is so satisfying to me because I did not know that was the case. So that means I really did tie a bow on almost everything. I got some more upgrades, and I realized, oh my god, I'm 1 crop away from getting 100% on the crop bundles. So I went home and I used for the first time my magic grow potion spell. It's not a potion, it's a spell. And I grew my cauliflower, so I could at least 100% the flora situation for the museum. There are still lots of bugs to be caught and fish to be caught, but at least I did something. I played around with my new furniture that I got, which was all so very cute. And I pretty much wrapped it up as fast as I could, as I've been playing for so long. And on day 100, we made it. We made it. I said hello to all of my lovely animals that I've acquired along the way, who I can't wait to raise more and try to get all of the fun combinations. And overall, I did almost everything I wanted to in early access. I got so many animals, I did all of the mines that I could do, I did all of the repair projects, I even gave away all of my remaining beads to the chicken goddess, who gave me lots of different animal products. And mainly, other than decorating my farm, the only other thing I wanted to do was try to romance all of the characters of my choice. And I did that. I got 4 hearts with all of the boyfriends and most of the other NPCs. Now, in case you were wondering, because this all started out with romance, this is how we're shaken up. Rias, he's level B tier boyfriend. I like him, he's sweet, but I want more from him. March, also level B tier for me. He is like hating me, which I like, but he's kind of like bratty about it, which I don't like. I wish we could romance his brother. Thaler, A tier boyfriend. Love him, love him. The more I talk to him, the more he is becoming one of my favorites. Hayden, also A tier boyfriend. The one going in that I knew I was going to love, and I have, and he has exceeded my expectations. And also A tier boyfriend, Island. Was not expecting him, but he really guided me through this whole process that I've enjoyed so much. And that was 100 Days of Fields of Mistria. And there you guys have it. You made it. You watched the whole thing. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the feature film that you just watched. That was what happened when I played 100 Days of Fields of Mistria in early access. Overall, I think you can tell I really did enjoy my time in Mistria. I feel like there was a lot of content in this early access build, and they've said that there are going to be continuous updates for early access before we see the final release at some date. I think they did a really good job of incorporating a little bit of everything, but still giving us things to wonder about. My favorite part for sure is definitely the characters. I loved getting to know all of the NPCs, and while you saw me struggle to decide who was my NPC romance option of choice, I haven't fully decided yet because I feel like I'm just starting to get to know the characters, and there really are like so many lines of dialogue in the game, and I enjoy getting to know them and getting to know how they all interact with each other. That was probably my favorite part. I also really like the ranching and the decorating, but I'm interested to see more because, as you saw, I pretty much completed the main storyline as far as what's in the game currently. I completed the main mine, and I pretty much did all of the things that I set out to do. I'd love to get 4 hearts with all of the NPCs and not just my boyfriends of choice, but that's something we'll have to work on for the future. But I want to know your thoughts down below. What did you think about the 100 Days? What was your favorite part? And will you be checking out Fields of Mistria? Like I said, this game is currently in early access, so you can only play it on Steam. But at some point, it will release for everybody and won't just be available on PC. So be sure to stay tuned for more Fields of Mistria content because I really enjoyed this game and I'm excited to see what's next. Please be sure to click the lovely little like button on your way out, as well as subscribe for more cozy, chaotic content. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.